It may have been Acra. I don't know.
It's a valid strategy now, I think. Especially now that you can get the warriors for cheaper.
I think I have. I just got texted by my cousin. I've still got the splash screen up. My God. I apologize, my friends.
You know what?
There we go.
X-Hunters and I did an entire game almost with a splash screen up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, radio casting. But yeah, so we got the Lictor Alpha poking about. We're probably going to claim a Guardian model or two here while they're trying to ninja that wreck point. Nice special. There's the flash outs right as they try to get it.
Yeah, snagged that last model. Actually got two models. That was pretty nice.
Now he's going to have to back off. Oh, yeah, see, it only has 150.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's even less than I thought it was. So, like, 2 grenades will pretty much do that in.
Yeah, it's a very brittle building. If you can get, like, a tin can on it or something, you can smash it with a couple hits. We got the first crippling poison up for Acra now, and he focused down some power there. Lictor Alpha on the run. First shuriken up.
Yep, moving out, probably going to be able to, might be able to save that node, not sure. Those Hormagaunts are pretty resilient when they're in melee. Yeah.
Yep. Because when you're bashing a node, you do have yellow cover.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get the melee reduction, so.
Yeah, it's very easy to have that reflex where you just want to get that melee squad out of there right away when it gets focused by range, but if the generator's only got a few hit points, you may as well just stay and finish it off. You're not going to take much more damage.
Right, I mean, that's a free 125 rec plus slowing down your opponent's income, so there's really no reason not to sacrifice a couple melee units if it comes down to that to knock out that node.
Yep, especially if they can still get out safely. Farseer's got Armor of Fortune on the way. That'll be a good difference in those ranged engagements.
Yeah, and definitely be able to keep her on the field a lot longer, too, because despite being very low HP right now, of course, that regen offered by the Armor of Fortune will just pretty much let her run around, cap, and then get right back into the fight.
Definitely, definitely. The map is very blue at this time, but that's not uncommon for this map to be all one color or all the others, since everything is in one big line.
Yeah, you just have that this center line right here that just runs back and forth as either side gets pushed off. Oh, and the Guardians discovered that Lictor and did not like it.
No, they did not, but they are Termagants to support, so they have no choice but to just accept it.
Shuriken's in a nice position, but needs to
go in there.
Oh yes, he does cloak, and it looks like he's gonna get the engage.
And he does.
Oh, he actually could have finished off those Guardians.
Guardian model there on the retreat. If Flesh Hooks had been ready, that might have been a wipe.
So Ravener's coming in now for Acra.
That other Guardian squad managed to bleed off 4 Hormagaun models.
Yeah, I see that. They're kind of just... I'm not sure what the plan is with those Hormagaunts. They're trying to get in, but it's going to be dangerous if they get caught behind that grenade right now.
Yeah. So there's no reason to use these Hormagaunts here. They are, unless he absolutely...
Oh, and here comes...
Oh,
he's trying to place it.
He's pulling out the grenade is what he's doing there. He wants him to throw the grenade.
Yeah.
But it's a...
Oh, didn't quite hit it. Got a model, but no big deal.
Yep, and the Raveners are there now, too. Ravener's also cheaper this patch. The Tyrannid Tier 1 is just so affordable now. It's really hard to get out of sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
I could save to tech, or I could get an entire squad of awesome Tier 1.5 units.
Yeah, I don't know if you were around. We had the Nid Mirror between Acra and Holy Hammer, and I believe people were placing bets at the beginning of the match on how many Ravener squads are going to be on the field.
Well, we've got second one coming up for Acra here.
Here comes the Burrow Strike coming in on that. Oh, and a nice looking grenade. Oh, didn't get any models. They kind of were spread in an arc around its central spot, so...
Yeah,
still...
that lead Ravener model got focused by that entire Guardian squad.
Yeah, I see that.
Immediately dropped.
Oh, that Shuriken's still tied up. There was that one member that was way out in the... stuck behind that cover, but...
Yeah, that happens if you focus setup teams. The other members of the team decide they're important, even though they're clearly not.
Right.
charge forward to attack.
Oh, you can see a real quick little Mind War got dropped on that Ravener brood to pick off another Ravener model on retreat. That was pretty nice.
Yes, indeed. Because those are not cheap. Meanwhile, the treasure belt of this map is being turned red.
I like that, the treasure belt, yes.
Raveners are grouping up to have maximum burrowing capabilities.
Oh, and there goes the grenade. That got pulled out by the Hormagaunts, and now the Guardians are going to be running scared from that big nasty pile of melee. And that's probably going to be at least 1 or 2 generators dead as well.
Yes. Another subtle thing to bashing generators, if you have multiple melee squads, put them on different generators. Because if you put them all on the same one, most of them are just going to stand there doing the mosh pit thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of those subtle things that you don't realize right away when you're first playing this game.
Yeah, there's only so much melee that can actually get on and around a unit,
Exactly.
or building.
Area.
Right. Like they're getting a nice looking sync kill up top against some Guardians, and the Farseer doing her damnedest to try to hold out against all these Termagants, trying to get some kills here. Pulling them in once again. If another special goes off here, that'd be pretty nice looking. She's finishing up a sync kill. Oh, and there it goes.
The base a bit there.
Oh wow, looks like, yeah, they got in a little bit too close for comfort. But luckily they managed to get out of here. That Guardian grenade was probably still on
Mind
cooldown.
War on the Termagants, that's brutal. Immediately kills a model. But they do manage to get the building. And now the Farseer is the one in trouble here.
Yeah, she actually might have stayed in a bit too long. That flesh hook, oh, just barely missed her. Took her down to about 28 HP. But with that regen on her armor, she's looking like she's going to be alright.
Especially with that retreat regen combined in with it. Well, that's a misplaced grenade.
Oh man, those Guardian grenades have just not quite been on point so far this game.
But Acra's balancing out that with his Termagants not capping that power node. They're just kind of hanging out.
Oh dear, I hate it when that happens.
It's so frustrating when you realize much later and you're like, hey,
yeah.
I have those resources I thought I was going to have. Warlock on that Guardian squad now.
Yeah, Pottah's now tier 2. Acra's finally starting to catch up here, and Pottah's looks like probably going for bringing those Wraith Lords on the field again, as he did last game.
Yep, that is indeed what he is saving up for, almost certainly, because he could buy anything else in Eldar tier 2. And there's absolutely no way he could go past tier 3 and pull that off at this point. With that much tier 1 on the field. Another Gen Bash going down with just the Hormagaunts this time. They still don't have adrenal glands. They are purely a generator harassing machine. There goes that first Wraith Lord building.
Yep, first Wraith Lord's coming up, and yeah, despite getting in some nice Gen Bashes throughout the game, Pottah's been trying to just hold out with those 2 Guardians and the Shuriken for as long as he can, and now bringing that Wraith Lord onto the field. Farseer getting in a bit of trouble here, might not make it out of there. Looks like she's just barely going to be okay once again. Oh, nope, I spoke too soon. The Ravener got that last slice, and she falls.
Than Lictor Alpha there.
That's true. Slightly fallen short on that grenade. Almost finished off the Lictor to balance out that loss of the Farseer there, but not quite getting the kill.
Devour cannons up now. Those
oh no, and those,
are in a lot of trouble.
you need to make sure once those Devours hit, stay behind the green cover.
Acra is imminent.
Yeah, once that Wraith Lord gets up there, he just has no answer to that right now. Venom Brood's coming onto the field. He was ready, knew it was coming. With your opponent having that small of a force and obviously being into tier 2, when you know they haven't brought anything else onto the field after that initial, first couple squads, you know they're saving up for something large like a Walker or transport, if nothing else.
Yep, definitely. That could have been a transport fast tier 3, but yeah, Walker was much more likely with how light his tier 1 was. Not even triple Guardian. 2 Guardians Shuriken. I think that's just over upkeep. 2 food over the minimum upkeep, I think.
Right.
Spore Mines coming in now. Or is it Rippers? It's Spore Mines. Venom Brood on the run from the Wraith Lord now.
Yep, one model does get picked off by that giant sword. They're trying to turn and fire, but they're not going to be able to stand up against that. Meanwhile, the big Nid range blob is shredding those Guardians down there at the southern end of the belt there.
Not quite able to get that Warlock down, sadly, for bonus.
And a second Venom Brood now coming onto the field.
Ooh, that's a fully loaded out Farseer now with a Singing Spear.
Oh yeah, the Singing Spear, Fortune, and the Ghost Helm. That's some pretty serious damage potential on her alone right now.
Mass range blob retreat. Spore Mines trying to run interference for the Venom Brood. That's the first Venom Brood. Where's the second one he built? Or did he cancel that? Oh, there it is. Flanking it. And now this Wraith Lord's fate is sealed if it does not flee.
Even if it flees, it might be in a bit of trouble. That Farseer needs to get in there and engage. Yeah.
Yeah, if you Mind Wars one and Melee's the other one, should be okay. They're not very fast. Yep, Shuriken's got it covered.
Oh, but however, there might be some Rippers coming in on that Shuriken.
Yep,
The Venom Broods have not... Oh, wow, they got suppressed at the very last second.
Get another shot. No,
Mind Wars on it as well. Wow, still not a model drop. There it finally goes down.
Yeah, that squad's gonna have to get the heck out of
And,
there. This other Venom, it would
he's
be
still
worth it to
chasing.
chase into the base and even lose that Venom squad to take out that Wraith Lord.
Right, I mean, he's going to use the Rippers and slow it down a little bit.
Yep, they're trying to slow it.
Oh no, the Altar drop. Oh, wow.
Beautiful. And it looks like that Wraith Lord has been spared.
Excellent defensive play getting that Wraith Lord out of there.
I cannot believe that. That is really tenacious play by Potter. I think most players, myself included, would have considered that Wraith Lord gone and just had it do as much damage as it could before it went away. But not Potter. He's the Wraith Lord who lived.
Altar falling under a terrible volley of Nid fire there and having to get out of there. Pottah's probably waiting to bring that Farseer back with so much war gear invested. You want to get her back onto the field as soon as you can.
Lictor giving... Oh, is he going to get the Warlock? No, he special attacks and switches targets, of course.
And we have that Nid... Oh dear. Oh, and all the Nids just moving in right behind them.
Force melee from the Raveners.
Grab the Warlock finally. Might get another model or two. Those Guardians are very low. And Acra.
Potter has been starved of resources. That Wraith Lord is everything.
Yeah, he really needs to keep that up and keep that in good condition and just try to hold out for a bit longer. Get some resources back and then maybe try to get a counter push in. But there's that nasty looking Nid pile. That is just a pile of ranged nastiness right there.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was brutal. And here come more Rippers, I would assume.
Oh, and another grenade right on top of that call-in.
Oh wow, only one Ripper makes it out. Oh no, wait, two.
Oh, there was one in the back. Oh, and
Oh,
that's it.
tried his best. Here in comes the Altar, running interference and then lower hit point Venom Brood.
Yeah, 2 Guardian squads repairing that Wraith Lord, being able to add some firepower and constant repair. Excellent play by Potter, keeping that in the game and using that Altar to keep the AV occupied.
Yes, he's trying to be sneaky with his Farseer again, but his Farseer is going to find a Lictor Alpha there.
Actually, I think it's boats passing in the night as far as that goes.
Yeah, no attention being paid to that part of the map right now by either player.
Oh, it looks like the Lictor did turn around and stealth, ripping her right off of that
Very
BP
nice.
and into a pile of rocks. That probably hurt her head.
Oh yes.
She's got the Ghost Helm
She
now.
does have the Ghost Helm.
That's
so
true.
It's a good thing she was wearing the Ghost Helm, otherwise cranial damage. Wear your helmet, kids.
Alright, so a nice looking push here. Acra is tier 3, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when a tier 3 unit comes onto the field. But Pottah did manage to take back the center of the map here. But oh my goodness, look at that Altark drop. One volley and she just got annihilated. Wow. That was painful to watch.
The Wraith Lord's in a lot of trouble.
Oh no, that Wraith Lord stopped walking. I don't know if Pottah realized it. Those Guardians are kind of blocking its path.
They are indeed.
Oh, and they do. Oh, there goes the Wraith Lord. That is the game. There's the GG from Pottah. And pretty nice game. That was pretty fun to watch. Pottah kind of got wreck-starved there towards the mid and end game there. And once that Wraith Lord went down, that was pretty much it.
Yep. Acra was able to stay close enough in tech that he was able to immediately get out the vehicle counter and cause all that havoc.